Good afternoon. My name is Francisco Lugo, and I'm trying to make sourdough with a few ingredients. What I have done is I have 2 cups of water, purified water, and 1 cup of whole wheat flour, as well as some sugar. I'm going to combine all this with an envelope of yeast, and I will allow it to ferment for about 20 minutes so that way I can have a nice um, liquidy dough. And once I can see that the yeast begins to react and I can see that uh, the mixture begins to grow, I will go ahead and take half of that portion to make a loaf of bread later on this evening and save the other half for tomorrow. And I will add more water to the mixture and a couple of tablespoons of sugar to allow it to continue to feed the yeast. And then tomorrow make another loaf of sourdough. So what I will do is I'm going to have 3 tablespoons of sugar added to that water as well as the yeast. Right now here in Puerto Rico, where I'm at right now is 84 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how much that is in centigrades. Once I let the yeast in the water, I'm going to be adding a cup of the whole wheat flour to the mixture. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up fairly well until I get a nice soapy consistency on the mixture. And then I will go ahead and let it rest for approximately 20 minutes or 30 minutes once I see that it begins to grow. And at that time, then I will go ahead and proceed to use half of this mixture, mix it up with more flour, sugar, and salt, as well as water to make me a loaf of bread for tonight. So this is actually giving me a soapy kind of mixture with the flour, the sugar, um, yeast, 2 cup of water, 1 cup of the flour, and I put 3 tablespoons, like heaping tablespoons of sugar on it. I will review it again in, I would say, 25 minutes, no more than 30 minutes, and make sure that I can see that the mixture is growing. And at that time, I will go ahead and proceed to try to make myself a load for tonight, and also save enough for tomorrow so that it will be a sour type of bread. So I'm taking a break right now. I'll be back in, I would say, 25 to 30 minutes. I am really surprised. I see that it took less than 20 minutes for the mixture to begin to ferment and to begin to grow. So right now, it's almost twice the size that it was less than 20 minutes ago. So I am going to go ahead and get the flour ready with some salt, mix it up, and then I will go ahead and add half of this mixture to that flour so that way I can get me a nice dough for later on today. 2 cups of flour. I'm going to add about less than half a tablespoons of salt. I'm mixing the salt with the flour because my understanding is that flour actually kills the yeast. I'm not a baker, so I really don't know much of the chemistry, but I'm mixing it up just to be safe. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm thinking about adding maybe some coconut oil just to make sure that it gets so nice and soft consistency. So I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some coconut. Oh yeah, I can hear it. The pressure coming in. I can actually hear the gas escaping the container, so that tells me that it's really moving. So I'm gonna add one, two, three, four, 5 spoons of uh, coconut milk, coconut oil, excuse me. And now, there you go. So this is amazing. That's about half, maybe a little bit more than half. But I want to make sure that the yeast inside is still active and have plenty of food. So, wow, yeah, it smells like it's actually fermenting. So slowly, this is interesting. I've never made whole wheat bread. Never made it. So it's gonna be a brand new experience for me. So we'll see what's going on. It feels a lot different than regular regular white flour. Mm. So it's getting a nice. It's getting into a nice bowl very quickly. just gonna go ahead and let it. I'm gonna let it rest like this for about I would say an hour, and to allow the gluten to activate. Let it let it do that, and then I'll come back within an hour and see how much uh, it will actually grow. I'm expecting it to be a good move because in less than 20 minutes the yeast activated and grew up very quickly, and I have something else right here that I can actually use also for tomorrow and see how it works out. So take a little break and come back in an hour. Let's see. Yep. We're going to check now and see how much the dough has risen, if any. And we're going to go ahead and work it a little bit. Again, it looks like it has grown quite a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of coconut oil and apply it. It's more pliable. I can feel it. Yeah, I can feel the tightness of the dough. I honestly believe that I made a mistake because I never made whole wheat flour before. I really don't know if this is the right way to do it. I have used the white flour, but never have done, never have done a whole wheat. So we'll see what kind of surprise I find myself into when I get it done. So it looks like the gluten is working. Those are trucks that go shooting up. Till the water purification at the end of the street here in my hometown in Puerto Rico. So the black waters are empty in that place with the process and dumped in the ocean, which I really don't agree with. I think it's really messed up to empty that. I don't care how long they process it. I don't believe that it actually purifies the black water enough to be able to justify throw it in the ocean. But that's what happens when you deal with people that don't understand a little bit about nature and how nature works. Black waters don't belong in the ocean; they belong on the ground. Okay, beautiful ball, beautiful ball. I will go ahead and make sure that I let it grow one more time because I'm taking my time, making sure that I get a very good, consistent uh, dough. So I'm gonna let it grow one more time. I'm actually tempted to wait until tomorrow, but I might do it today anyways. I'm gonna let it grow. I'm gonna let the dough grow one more hour, and after that, I'm gonna be cooking it. My stove is not working. I had to fix it, but I'm gonna go ahead and use um, a crock pot, a slow cooker to cook the dough and see how it comes out once I get it taken care of. So I'll go ahead and let it grow one more time for another hour, and most likely I will go ahead and cook it. So I'm gonna check this again. So an hour. Yeah, it's growing again. Yeah, just work it out. Keep working it out. Just keep working it out. Work that dough really good. Now what I'll do, I'm gonna get me the crock pot. Yeah. So I'm gonna get some of this coconut oil, so that the mixture do not stick to the walls of the crock pot. So now that I have it set up this way, I'm gonna let it rise one more time, and then after it begins to rise within 20 minutes or so, I will go ahead and start the crock pot at full speed, high heat, and that way, see how it works. So right now we're going to be waiting to to let it rise again. So I have it set up right here. So in about 20 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and start it. Right now, I'm just going to wait about 20 more minutes before I let it start cooking. Very well. As you can see, the dough is rising again. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on to high. So I place it on high and we'll check it within 30 minutes. Hopefully by that time the temperature will go to the right temperature for the bread, while at the same time it is going to continue to allow the bread inside to continue to expand. And as the heat builds up inside and steam is generated, then it would allow the bread to cook thoroughly with the steam generated by the liquids inside the dough. I'm not sure if this is something that is going to work out because I have never made whole wheat bread before. And my understanding is that you are not able to make whole wheat 100% whole wheat because it is too harsh. So this is going to be a good experiment for me to find out if this is going to be something that can be eaten, and or whether the taste is going to be up to par to regular white flour. I actually doubt it, but the only way you can learn is by trying and error. So I have half of the mixture in the refrigerator right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just let it cook. Now my battery is really low. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording right now and begin to charge my cell phone again. Once the cell phone is completely charged, I will come back and show the end product. Thank you so very much. Let's hope that it comes out okay.